Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great today. So we released a single roughly 2 weeks ago, and it just so happened to be around the same time when Spotify announced their plans for royalty changes in 2024. While we got some great feedback for the single, thank you very much for that, we did not hear too much about Spotify's plans for next year. But they are outrageous and we need to talk about them, shall we? Let's get started. As you are probably aware, Spotify is an online streaming platform for music, and they run a subscription-based business model. So how does that work? Spotify charges you a subscription fee every month. They take their cut of about 30% from it, and with the rest they pay out artists according to the number of streams they generated. So they keep track of the number of streams that one artist generates and compare them to the total number of streams on that platform for all artists. The one artist gets paid out according to his percentage of all the streams on the platform. This payment model is called pro rata, and while it seems pretty fair, there are some things to consider here, because you are in fact funding Taylor Swift. Me? Yeah, you and basically everyone here. And don't get me wrong, I actually like Taylor Swift, and I wish her and Travis all the best. But here's the point. If your friend Peter subscribes to Spotify but only listens to your music, the argument can be made that only you should profit from that monthly fee. But that is not how it works, unfortunately. Right now, all the money goes into one pot and gets divided by the total number of streams on the platform. So you might not have listened to Taylor Swift, yet she still gets a share of your money. Good for her, not so good for the emerging artists. I think this example shows pretty well why the current payment system is often considered unfair and needs some significant changes. That is why people are talking about more user-centric payment systems, so that the money you put into Spotify actually goes to the artists that you're listening to. I should probably add that this payment model is not exclusive to Spotify, and we're having similar issues with other streaming services too. As a result, the average payout per stream is ridiculously low, and you've probably seen these charts. Just imagine making a living off of this alone. So if you want to record a song, you better bring your wallet, because there's lots of costs involved. There's direct costs like paying your musicians, paying for the studio, for an engineer, for mixing, mastering, artwork. You have a distributor to upload your stuff onto streaming services, and so on and so forth. And also, there's more. You will also at least potentially have to deal with a lot of indirect cost. That might be paying for your instruments, paying for composition, for arrangement, pay your musicians for rehearsals, provide food, provide travel. Maybe somebody needs a hotel room. You need to consider taxes. You need to consider your retirement, your living costs, and you might want to make a profit at some point too, right? To make it a little more realistic, let me tell you about the expenses that went into making our latest single, Good to Be Home, happen. So we had musicians to pay. That is drums, bass, keys, guitar, vocals, baritone sax, trumpet. I was on tenor, I did not pay myself. My fiance played alto, she didn't get paid either. We had external mix and master. We saved a lot of money on the artwork. My fiance is a wonderful painter and she was kind enough to create that one for us. We saved big time on studio costs and travel costs because we did remote recordings, so everybody sent in all their recordings and we put it together in the studio. In addition to that, we did not have any cost for composition, arrangement, or creating a demo. I did that all myself. We did not rehearse and we had no travel costs. Considering all of that, we saved a lot of money and were able to make the whole thing happen for about $1,500. Well, that does not sound too bad, does it? And trust me, you can go way fancier with the recording than we did. But remember these numbers from earlier? Let me tell you what $1,500 translates to in streams. You ready? Just to cover the cost of making this single, we would need 350,000 streams. And being quite honest with you, since our last single got 2,500 streams within the last year, I am not too confident that we're gonna break even. Yeah, the system is broken, but why would you even do it then? Well, there's a whole lot of reasons and they're all legit. Discovery is one of them, maybe one of the biggest. We're making new fans putting our music out there. We actually want and need some output. We want a body of work out there. We want to show people we're still here doing the thing. Streaming services are a great advertisement for us, creating opportunities to find new fans and new opportunities for tours, for concerts. But the main reason why we're doing it is because we love it. It means something to us. We put so much hard work, time, money, effort, sweat and tears, heart and soul into it because we want to give you that very special moment when you listen to music. Just think about all the times you listen to a song over and over again and you had a great time doing so. All these times where you put up the volume all the way in the car, all the times you were heartbroken and music was comforting and soothing you. All those times you were dancing to some music at the club. All those times you put the music on in the background while cooking. These moments exactly are the reason why we create music. The streaming royalty system is broken and needs some adjustments urgently. For adjustments, we asked, here comes Spotify. You will not get paid unless your song hits 1,000 streams within the last year. In addition to that, your song needs to be streamed by a certain amount of listeners. How many? Nobody knows. So what is the reason behind that? According to Spotify, if you make less than 1,000 streams per year, you will only make cents from that. And the money will get caught up in the chain of payout, since there are different thresholds to even get the money paid. To that I can only say, what the f***? Who exactly decided to only pay us cents for our music? I think that was you, Spotify. Is there no value in the music itself anymore? I myself am a saxophone player and I mostly release instrumental music. I will never be able to compete with the Taylor Swifts out there, and that is totally fine. But music needs to be paid for regardless of how many streams I create or not. And if you think that's a fair deal, I want you to try and get a new car. But tell your dealer that you will only pay for it when you drive more than 20,000 miles a year. Try it and let me know in the comments how it went. Or back to you, Spotify. How about you only get that subscription fee if I listen to more than 1,000 songs per year? What you need to understand is that your platform isn't worth without our music. Show some respect. I can only hope you understand how outrageous these plans are. Can I hit 1,000 streams per year with my songs? Probably. But if you want my music on your platform, you need to pay for every single stream. So you might ask, is there an alternative? What can I do? And the honest answer is not much. But there are little things. The German musician union Pro Musik just launched a petition to stop and prevent Spotify from implementing these new rules. I will put a link down in the comment section. Please read through it, sign it. That would be a great help already. And also make other people aware of how Spotify is trying to undermine us small artists here. The other thing is, we really do appreciate your likes and streams, but understand this. If you're streaming an artist's music, you're not supporting them. And funny enough, we make money off of everything except our music these days. So if you want to support a small artist, go to their concerts, see their shows, get some merch, maybe even take a lesson. Many artists are on platforms like Patreon where you can fund their work and get some exclusive content in exchange. Also, help us extend our reach. Tell a friend about it. Write a review. Share our stuff on social media. Just help us try to reach more people with our art. I think that might also be the topic of a future video, but for right now, the key takeaway is Spotify is trying to screw your favorite small artist again. Let's not let them get away with it. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.